Hey guys, what's up? Ragnarok here with part 7 of my Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires Balthasar Gelt campaign on Legendary difficulty. I was thinking, like, do I really care what happens here? I mean, well, we sent them the soldiers, but like, I really don't care. I feel like we should just auto-resolve and save ourselves this time, but I don't know. Same time, we did send the force, so we might as well fight it. Makes things a little bit interesting, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's interesting to see how the AI behaves fighting against itself. I mean, could be something we could learn about the AI's behavior. The last time we fought one of these, the Beastmen, there was a funny situation with the Cygor. He got himself into a corner and just couldn't get out. Just tried to walk through the wall and yeah, just couldn't figure out how to turn around.
I have my orders.
But alright, so we got a couple of them
Yes, sir. Quickly.
directed.
For Heldenhammer. Quickly now. By Ulrich's wrath. Emperor's might.
Okay, here come the skin wolves, which are gonna be the biggest pain in the ass.
Swordsman. Go.
Let's actually.
Moving now.
There's
Soldiers
no
of the
pumpkin in the
Empire.
way.
Handgunners.
Get the handgunners
Sir.
to deal with the skin wolves if we can.
Our orders. For the Emperor.
Come on,
Handgunners.
shoot, shoot, shoot.
The ground quakes. Prepare for combat.
You're gonna have, you're not gonna get the charge. I feel like you got a little bit of a charge in there. Right. You guys are gonna have to
Shoot them. Moving now.
shoot those skin wolves.
Arch-Lector.
You're gonna have to slow them down. You guys are gonna have to help out.
In the name of the twin-tailed comet. Yes, sir. Quickly. We serve France.
Let me get another
Yes, sir.
charge in. If we can take the skin wolves down,
Swordsman.
then I feel like these blokes have a chance.
Ready for war. Cavalry ready. Yes, General. Sigma calls. Cavalry ready. For France. Taking position. Handgunners. Ready for war. Quickly.
Well, then again, maybe not.
Servant
I don't know.
of Sigma. Our steeds are restless. Sigma. We are Sigma
Not gonna
now.
work.
Get them.
This is not working.
Yes, General. Ready to serve.
Ooh man, those Empire Knights might last long.
The Empire endures. Withdraw.
Guy's holding his own. Albert Frank Werder.
Handgunners. Your orders. Take the ground. General. To battle. Ready. We obey. Battle ready. Righteous fury. Handgunners. Withdraw. For Heldenhammer.
Guys,
Yes,
come
sir.
over here.
Quickly. Faith is my shield.
Our bloody swords are running. Rid of those marauder hunters. At least these guys came back.
Ready for orders.
The warrior priest is doing a pretty good job in there on his own. Well, I mean, he's not on his own. He's got these swords. The swords aren't doing a whole hell of a lot.
Ready for war. Withdraw.
But it doesn't look like our allies are faring over well, though.
For Heldenhammer. Yes,
Actually,
sir. Quickly.
Might get a charge in there.
For Heldenhammer.
We do a little bit more damage with these
Sigma calls. Roar! Yes,
these
sir.
guns.
Quickly. Our steeds are restless. We obey. For the Emperor. Swordsmen, ready!
Or are they gonna cut them off?
We are Sigmar's heirs! Sigmar! Handgunners!
Some damage there on their guns.
Quick march!
Hold them in place.
Sigmar!
The handguns shoot them.
them!
And it looks like he's on his own now.
Standing by!
Come on, just shoot already. There we go.
Ready now! Sigmar, preserve us!
Yeah, I mean,
Exultant!
kind of a meaningless battle. Really necessary to fight it to begin with. Doesn't look like we're gonna win here. Our allies are routing. At least we do a little bit of damage to the Norskins. But yeah, there really wasn't much point in fighting this. There we go. Not gonna save it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering if, like, if we win these battles, if like it helps increase their fealty a little bit more, or if you just have to send the troops and it increases their fealty. Whoa, what the hell? How the fucking hell. Fucking hell. That is annoying. We don't have defenses here either. Yeah, that is really fucking annoying. These guys are becoming a real major bloody freaking nuisance.
Yes.
Alright, Grunwald, let's give you hard to hit. Melee defense could be a little better. Yeah, yeah. Be up against here. The same army. I'd lost track of where these guys ended up. Annoying. We've only got 6 dudes here. I'm gonna Marius Leitdorf. Pop him in there. I'm gonna keep him. I'm not gonna change his name since he's the guy that we picked up from Averheim, and give him some troops. Grab one of those. Grab those. And then hopefully that is enough. Pick up some spears just in case, but there's a possibility we won't even get those recruited.
You summon me. That will work.
This guy's in force march. Okay, perfect. And reach him. We'll get rid of this army.
Get out me head!
Pick up the pace.
We can potentially move on these guys now.
Let us begin.
Now that we have the military access.
The Empire. Yes, that
In any case,
very well.
Gelt is needed in this area. We're gonna send him here, deal with the rebellion. And turn, still fucking surplus. Holy shit. Low growth. Shit, we're supposed to be saving for that. Kidding. Change this to public order. We can slow down the rebellion here a little bit.
Praise Sigma.
But we do have good fortifications here. So any rebellion's got to get through this. Could be all right. We'll just have to throw a general in here, depending on the quality of the rebellion. So we should be okay.
Ready.
Gelt's gonna deal with the rebellion here, and then maybe we'll head down this way.
Who calls?
Surely an agreement will...
Yes.
Welcome, my countrymen.
So,
You have a proposal? We are willing to hear it.
Oh, we've got military access with the border princes, so we can march through there. We can't go through the moot, but the moot will serve as a bit of a buffer for us, I guess. Alright, well, let's continue with Sword of Justice. Verstholen is about to interrogate this guy using a magical amulet. Or he's started beginning to interrogate this joy root user. So, nothing so grand. Tell me about Natasha. Where is she from? The man grinned widely, and his tongue ran around his cracked lips. For the first time, Verstholen noticed how long it was. It looked forked. Ah, the Queen. Have you not guessed it? She is a rare one. He seemed to be passing into some kind of rapture. He ran his bony fingers over his body as he spoke. It looked like a grotesque parody of a lover's caress. Why do you call her Queen? You'll see, you'll see. Where is she? Where is Rufus? Nearby. And they have their pets with them. You've seen them already, haven't you? Verstholen felt a twinge of anxiety. That was what he feared. There were still horrors being held in reserve. Groslick's men were pushing on too quickly. They didn't know what they faced. Tell me where Rufus is. A wicked look passed over the man's face. I don't know where he is, but I can tell you where someone else is. Someone you haven't seen for a long time. I am listening. Alright, stop there. Get back to work. Let's see. Ah, dwarfs and Zufbar confederated. Confederations have begun. Yeah, looks like they're just going to sit there for now.
Ready.
It really hurt our income. I'm just gonna pick up a bunch of ah, man. Death jacks are a bunch of spears. I'm hoping that we can just come up here and auto-resolve our way to victory. Get rid of them.
do not waste my potential. No peace.
Get rid of him. We should probably fight this, but yeah, we did take quite a bit of damage there. But anyway, we're not in any real danger. Take the replenishment.
Follow me.
We did take a bit of damage there. Alright. So, continuing to recruit. Abraham's gonna rebel in a few turns, but we don't have defenses there either.
What?
Alright, what's next for Gelt? Yeah, we'll just finish off his campaign skills. And then...
So, move.
Alright, park you in
By
here.
the comet.
Not a priority. What I really want... Get this to level. Yeah, unfortunately we can't get on the move until we get our base under control. Really kind of sucks, but we're slowly working our way towards it. I want to upgrade that as well. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. The witch hunters you can recruit from the... What the fuck? Witch hunters you recruit from the taverns now? That's, I didn't even realize that. Ooh, monster tracker. I think this is probably the best trait for a witch hunter. And since we can recruit one, we might as well pick one up. And I'm gonna name this guy. Okay, let's see if I can find it. This was requested in the previous campaign by one of my subscribers, and by Kevin Seville. Oh my gosh, I can't even read what I've written down here. Kevin Sable, I think, or Kevin Saddle. Good God, I apologize. I really butchered that. Anyway, Gerald is the name of the witch hunter, and I am so sorry for that mumbled, terrible pronunciation of the subscriber's name. Apologize. Anyway, this guy, we'll probably actually send him this way. Keep an eye on things down here so we can at least track the orcs this time around. So Gerald, our first witch hunter, and we will go with we'll go specialist to start and probably assassinate. Yeah, the witch hunters I find are just really powerful campaign agents. You don't really need them for in the armies, or at least I don't like using them in the armies. I prefer to use them as campaign agents. Alright. Settlement upgrade available. Off. Ooh. I'm gonna wait till we get this first. I really do want to get those great swords, though at the same time it's not a huge rush to get the great swords. It's gonna take us a while to recruit them, plus it's gonna increase the cost of our army, so let's just hold up on that for the time being. Kind of in a bit of a messy situation here.
I trust no man.
The Empire. Approach and make your offer.
I'm listening. cultist reared up like a snake, his hands stretched out in a twisted motion. He looked suddenly delighted, as if a new game had occurred to him. His tongue flickered out. As he rose, his rags fell from his body. Verstholen saw with disgust how diseased his filthy flesh had become. The joy root had become everything to him, more important even than food. He kept the pistol trained carefully. Should have tied him up before applying the amulet. He is in torment at the feet of the master of pain, he cried, his voice increasingly shrill. Her soul writhes in delicious agony under the weight of his glorious debauchery. Verstholen primed the weapon to fire. There was an unholy gleam in the cultist's rheumy eyes. Cease this nonsense. Where is Leitdorf? I've seen her in my dreams, Peter Verstholen, your lovely wife, driven before the altar of his infinite lust. Do not speak of her. She is damned, Peter Verstholen. Be silent! Damned to an eternity of torment. And there's more. Do you know the worst part? Verstholen stepped forward, his hands shaking. He felt sick. I will fire. Cease this now. She has been corrupted. They corrupted your Lenora. She enjoys it. She... The pistol rang out. The cultist was instantly silenced, flung back against the dirt-caked wall. He slumped to the ground. From his forehead, thick blood pumped from a neat round hole. It was nearly purple. Very, very interesting stuff there. So, I think they're hinting that possibly this Natasha creature might actually, in fact, be Verstholen's wife, or at least that's the theory that I have. But whether or not that's the case, I don't know. Magic resistance 25%. Does anybody here have magic? Does this guy have any magic? I don't think so. Anyway, throw it on him, I guess. We should be okay here. We're at full strength. They're not. But we don't have a. We got a little bit of range. Yeah, I certainly hope we'll be okay here. Shoot, sorry. I didn't mean to bump the mic there. I'd be more careful about that. If we can win here, we can at least get rid of this army. We should be able to get rid of them next turn, and then disband Marius Leitdorf and prepare an army potentially where the next rebellion is going to be, which I believe is in vampire country. Alright, so I think what I want to do here actually.
We are Sigmar's
Does
heirs!
this. Alright. Get all the swords
Ready for
together.
war! Soldiers of the Empire!
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Alright. Swords, you guys can make up the center.
By Ulrich's wrath!
Put these on flanks.
Spearmen!
Back up Sigmar's sons. And we're gonna put guys on either side.
Spearmen!
And make a double line. This way we've got the shields out front, so that we don't give them any free kills with our spears in behind here. And then that way too, the line will be a little bit tougher for them to make it through.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Alright, giddy up.
Spearmen!
They are attacking us, so they should come at us. Might have to... Actually, you know what? Let's box these in. Just be on the safe side. Protect our range. Just in case.
Ready for war!
By the Emperor's will!
Shields up!
AI is obsessed with
Crossbows ready, General!
flanking.
Shoot! For Heldenhammer! Pick them off!
Wolf chariots shouldn't do too much damage with their bows. Take out the wolf riders first.
Spearmen! For France! The Empire endures! By Sigmar's will!
And focus on those Night Goblin archers if you can.
Ready! For Heldenhammer! Charge! Now! Bring it down! Missiles at the ready! Spearmen! For Heldenhammer! No lingering!
Let's get in behind.
Crossbowmen!
And shoot those Night Goblins.
Fire!
Night Goblins. Oh,
Formation! March! Run!
actually no. You guys
Taking
get
position!
behind here.
For the comet! Ready! Spearmen! Ready! Take the ground!
Line's holding for now.
The Empire
We can take him out. We should be in the clear.
For Heldenhammer! Roar! For Sigma! Fire! For Heldenhammer! Now!
Alright, the Lord is down.
Charge! Spearmen! For Heldenhammer!
Thunder's holding.
The Empire
And
endures!
flanked on the edges a little bit.
Fire!
Range is going down.
Ready, General! Spearmen! Prepare for combat! Prepare for combat! For Sigma, fire! We serve the Emperor! Swordsmen!
We want to try and kill as many of them as possible here. Gosh,
To battle!
out of there. Because we'll want to try and run them down with this army after this as well.
For the Warhammer!
But we will also be, we're recruiting troops right now as well, so
We are Sigma's heirs!
should be a little bit stronger when we go to take them on again.
Find your targets!
Fast forward a little bit. That wasn't too bad. I think the garrison absorbed a lot of the punishment too. So good, and then hopefully we can get rid of this army. Yeah, this war with the broken nose has just been a bit of a nuisance, but I mean, at the same time, I guess I shouldn't complain too much because we are getting that additional little bit of experiment experience, so. Burstholland stood motionless for a moment, the gun still in position. His hands were trembling. Slowly, with difficulty, he brought his emotions under control. The cultist lay at his feet like a crushed spider, tortured limbs bent in every direction. Burstholland replaced the gun in the holster and carefully backed away. Ugh. A Wisenland. Succession of Wisenland has been prevented. Elector Ebenlin brazenly announced the secession of Wisenland from the Empire, declaring states total independence. You can oppose Wisenland's independence with military action and declare war, or alternatively, use your political power to support and stop their secession without bloodshed. I'm gonna stop the war and just for the main reason. Because move a character to the following. Son of a bitch. Don't really want to do this right now. Anyway, it will be important to do at some point, but right now, not the time. Yeah, it's just not a good time to go to war with Weisenberg, even though I'm kind of in position here.
Are you?
You know what? I guess it wouldn't have been a terrible thing to go to war with them right now. And get that built and try and slow down the rebellion here a little bit.
What does the Emperor bid?
There, keep moving this way.
March on the witches.
By the comet.
Leveled up. Ah, that's a wasted point right there, that war horse. I didn't realize he was even on a horse. There. Reassuring. Ah, that's not too bad. What did he... Okay. There's not... The AI hasn't really wasted too many points here. Just this one. Probably better just to wait for the Imperial Griffin, rather than have multiple mounts. Yeah, we look okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, we're gonna work towards lightning strike. Same thing. We'll probably follow a very similar route for most of our generals here.
To battle.
Alrighty. Now, what's the plan?
Yes. To the provinces.
Wondering if we should keep this army around and send him here.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
It is time.
You know what? It will be quicker just to hire another general.
Marshal the men.
Quicker and probably cheaper. Noble, confident, deceptive, weapon master, furious, monster hunter, fleet footed, noble. Alright, we are. Grab this guy.
This will bolster the nation. Pick up the pace.
Thing is, gonna end up preventing the rebellion. That's the only problem here. Putting him there.
To the provinces.
Tools of judgment ready.
What does the Emperor bid?
I'm gonna do it anyway. We might be able to find a way to cause the rebellion. Or we might even be able to get public order under what son of which we could always turn the public order off. Or the taxes off. But part of the public order bonus here is the event giving us +4. An additional 2 there. And another 1, that's 3. Yeah, we're getting close to getting this under control. Really need a shrine of Sigmar here in this province. Get rid of the corruption.
Seek out the heretics.
Yeah, it's not good.
The nation calls.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if we should leave with Balthasar or if we should keep him here for a little bit longer. We don't have the defenses here at Averheim yet, and it's gonna be quite a while before we do, unless we tear up some of this stuff.
So, ready.
I can't decide. I think I'm gonna keep him
Now,
here for now. And then when the rebellion happens, we'll move in and
let us begin.
sort it out quickly.
By
The
all
orcs are not going to be a threat at the moment. This guy can deal with the rebellion when it pops up here. Play it safe for now. Want to move on the dwarves eventually.
Who calls?
I think I'm gonna replace this guy with another mortar. Might even probably what I'm gonna do is get rid of 2 of the huntsmen and the outrider, and then go with 4 mortars. I think we'll wait. I mean, we could save quite a bit of money by doing that right now. 800 a turn. Almost. Yeah. Oh, sorry, 600 a turn if we get rid of them. Alright, yeah, let's get rid of them now. We'll leave those spaces open. And then, when it comes time to deal with the rebellion,
I am ready. Are you?
that's number of turns of just sitting here.
Yes, my lord.
But that'll at least give us a nice buffer of public order here, and we shouldn't have to worry about Solent after this, as far as public order goes. That had been a mistake. It was foolish to think he could bring an end to this through such means. It had all been a mistake. He withdrew, opened the door, and stepped outside. Mueller was waiting. His men had moved to the far end of the alleyway. "Are you all right?" asked the captain, looking at him with concern. "I'm fine. You look like—" "I'm fine." Mueller gave him a doubtful stare, and let it drop. "Find out anything useful?" "No." He was mad. "We need to keep moving." Mueller shook his head resignedly. "Very well. There's another lead we can follow." He began to walk off down the alleyway. First Holland followed close behind, his breathing gradually returning to normal. The cultists had been raving. It was nonsense. They said whatever came into their diseased head. They wanted to unsettle you. That was their mission, their miserable purpose, best to ignore. As he went, though, one thought remained lodged in his mind. It wouldn't leave, even when he emerged once more into the sunlight of the open street. It knew my wife's name. Yes, very, very scary stuff. It knew his wife's name. Oh. Ostermark commands region. Historically, the region of Mordheim has been ruled over by Ostermark, but it's currently under control of Elector Count of another state, Wolfram Hertwig, the rightful Elector Count of Ostermark. He asked for your help in restoring his rule over this land immediately. Mordheim will be returned to Ostermark. These were Ostermark +1. Ooh. Allow expansion. It's in the interest of keeping it balanced, we'll demand the return there. With -5, tax rate -5, electric count fealty increase rate %. Imperial authority is stagnant right now. Alright. Interesting. How do we... Lining minus... Alright, alright. Got you. How are we looking here? Yeah, see, we've balanced the public order now. But we've hired these soldiers. The problem is I want the rebellion to happen. Come out here and go to interesting to raid.
The nation calls.
Don't take attrition.
To the provinces. By Sigma's right.
It would
What does the Emperor bid?
help with the rebellion. However, okay, wait. Got an idea.
What? Yes, my lord.
Pop you into in-camp stance. Recruit some more of this garbage. And then once I feel comfortable, well, we'll do one more round of recruiting. It's a little bit expensive, but we'll do one more round of recruiting, and then we'll do the raiding, fight the rebellion, and probably move him out of here.
Show me the accused.
Sure, keep moving.
On march. Step to it.
I feel like we should take this province from the dwarves first, but I don't know
The Empire.
that we're in shape to take on the dwarves just yet.
It is time.
The Empire.
Yeah, I'm just
Let us
worried that our infantry is not quite up to snuff, and these guys aren't going to be great against the dwarves.
To the provinces.
Oh, good. Oh, what are we going to build here? Get the defenses going. That way we don't have to worry about the orcs jumping across the border here. And then we'll get this built right away. Build the defenses there too. Make everything nice and secure.
This action does not have... I hold Galmaraz. You may... No, sir! Wamrag, welcome, men of the Empire. Sure enough.
Just in case we might need military access with them. If we can get it, might as well.
Yes? By Sigma's will. So, approach and make your offer, but I make no promises.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure war with Weisenland is inevitable. Maybe we should have declared war on them when the Emperor wanted to. But
Do not waste my potential.
I just feel like we're in too tentative of a situation here before we should be doing that.
Supreme Patriarch.
You know what we could do? Come over here
What?
and
Ready. You summon me.
oh, for fuck's sake!
I am ready.
Never mind. Come back to Fedor. 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 I don't know. I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. One thing we really need is to get his Winds of Magic up. Alright, things have been a little bit slow, but definitely not in any danger of losing the campaign, and that's always not yet anyway. It's always the worry starting off a legendary campaign. Though we're getting pretty deep into the early game, so even before Helborg had ridden into the outskirts of Averheim, he'd been able to smell the burning. He brought his steed to a halt. Around him, his men did likewise. The ranks of Reiksguard controlled their mounts perfectly. They stood for a moment, looking at the city before them. The thin columns of smoke hung over Averheim, staining the clear sky. It looked like the place was under siege, yet there was no army camped around the walls. Mother of Sigmar, Helborg spat, looking over at Scar. Should have ridden harder. Scar gave him an expression that indicated he didn't think it was possible to have ridden faster, Reiksguard or not. West Gate is nearest, was all he said. We have to ride through the poor quarter. Helborg nodded. He knew Averheim. He'd visited as little as possible in recent years. All the Empire knew of his enmity with the late Marius. As far as Helborg was concerned, the Elector had been an arrogant, raving fool. He'd brought his own death about through foolishness and lack of foresight. If Schwarzhelm hadn't curbed his worst excesses 20 years ago, there would surely have been a coup against his authority then. Perhaps that would have been better. In Helborg's experience, it was generally better to cut out an infection at the source than let it grow. Now, 20 years on, they were still dealing with the legacy of the Mad Count, and it looked like even Schwarzhelm had failed to grapple with it. Ooh. Yeah, see, this is why our Imperial authority is lagging here. Oh, anyway. Gotrek and Felix, deep below the Karak 8 Peats, Gotrek and I found ourselves face to face with the most grotesque troll I'd ever seen. Time to die, felt Gotrek exclaimed, wildly lashing out at the monstrosity with his axe. Alas, the chaos-mutated creature kept regenerating its wounds, no matter how fatal they seemed to be. Fearing Gotrek would eventually tire, which would undoubtedly spell the end for both of us, I had to act. Grabbing a nearby oil flask, I shimmied around the troll's behind side and doused it with flammable liquid before setting the foul creature alight. Now inflamed, its wounds no longer convalesced, and the tide of the fight immediately turned in Godrek's favor. With a pained cry, the flaming troll torch reeled backwards in a blaze of searing mutant flesh, forced back by the terrible gashes now being inflicted by the Slayer's axe. Finally it fell, and Godrek raised his axe high above his head. "In the name of my ancestors," he howled, "die!" Brought his axe down like a thunderbolt, severing the creature's foul head with one swipe. Unsurprisingly, the troll did not rise again. From My Travels with Godrek, Volume 2, by Herr Felix Jaeger, Altdorf Press. Ah, cool.
Let us begin.
Oh, there they are. Cool.
Ready? Is that where heretics lurk?
I don't think I've, yeah, I don't think I have them available.
They will be judged.
Don't think I've,
No.
purchased the necessary DLC or done the, like, whatever it is that you have to, do to get these guys right now. But
Yes.
anyway, we'll get them eventually, I'm sure. So, like, 4 more turns before this rebels. We're getting a good bonus to the public order here.
Yes, my lord.
-2.
Now.
Yeah, we'll recruit 1 more rash of troops, and then we'll switch to raiding stance. That should trigger the rebellion. We can auto-resolve it, and then disband the army for the time being. And might get rid of this, actually. To build the Shrine of Sigmar. Because definitely this is... We're never going to get public order under control here if we don't do something. Despite the fact that we've got taverns galore. Alright. Down here, public order is slowly starting to balance. Alright, we're only exporting 60% of that, so... Does reduce the upkeep for great swords, though. Good. Anyway, I think we'll make more money from this initially.
The nation calls. By
And
the
send him
silver
down
hammer,
here.
yes.
Keep an eye on the greenskins.
You summon me.
Son of a bitch, I've been forgetting to check on our Empire captains. Recruit them. Oh shit, we can't recruit them there. Alright. Nothing available anyway.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
What does the Emperor bid?
Everything seems fine. For now.
The Empire. Approach and make your offer.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to go to war with Weisenland. Yeah, I think what we've got to do is try and... Well, I don't know. The dwarves are not really bothering us. We could declare war on Weisenland and just sweep through it, try and sweep through it quickly. But there could be a lot more over there than meets the eye. I mean, they've probably got 2 or 3 armies. And we do need to get Gelt some new troops, those artillery pieces. And we haven't heard anything from the... Haven't seen anything from the orcs, from the Broken Nose, for a while. What my concern is that if we attack Weisenland, then all of a sudden we're going to be seeing the the dwarves come out of the mountains. I don't know. See how it goes. Alright, so imminent rebellion. I don't think we will, I don't think we need more troops. That should be fine to deal with the rebellion.
By the comet.
I mean, I guess we could recruit some more just to be on the safe side. They are pretty cheap. No, I think we should be fine. And I mean, worst case scenario, we can just go into Castle Templehof and hide out with the garrison if we can't win. Alright, so let's build a shrine. And let's build a weaving house. And then we'll build the resource building there later on. The shrine is the most important thing at the moment. Yeah, the corruption is the biggest thing here. I'm gonna switch it back to the Untainted, see if we can get rid of some of that Untainted.
Do not waste my potential. Let us begin. You summon me.
Here's the border. Alright, I'm gonna park you right at the border.
Ready. Are you? Wind of Shaman, I will. The Empire.
Yeah, the big thing that I'm really trying to decide is, do we go east or west? I mean, we're already at war with the dwarves. But the corruption is going to be a problem here until we get rid of the vampires. And even though we have the vampires sort of like hemmed in here, they are going to be a pain in the ass until, or they're going to get stronger too. That's the thing. Stronger units and things like that, which we don't want. But at the same time, if we come over here and take this, then we're opening ourselves up to all of this stuff. I don't really want to. I really don't want to go north. I don't want to have to deal with chaos. I don't want to be the first line of defense. I really want to go south. Maybe.
I trust no man. Pick up the pace.
Maybe we will go east. I think I would try and take out the dwarves first. Try and go through this province. Well, I say quickly, but going through the mountains is never quick.
I am the supreme patriarch. Is it time?
Doesn't look like we've got any guys down here, but I want to start getting some
for now.
agent actions in for Geralt and see if we can get some experience for him. Alright, then again, Schwarzhelm himself was another problem. The man was becoming irascible and difficult, even by his own standards. His behavior at Turgis had been embarrassing. If it had been another man, Helberg might have run him through for such impertinence. He could admire the man for his martial prowess, and there was no more steadfast ally to have on the field of battle. But Schwarzhelm didn't understand politics. He made enemies too easily, was too quick to spot a slight or suspect a campaign against him. That was a serious flaw. One had to understand that military might was always subordinate to the demands of politics. There would always be intrigue, always be conspiracy. The trick was to understand it, get inside it, cultivate the right allies. Schwarzhelm never did. He was as clumsy with diplomacy as he was with women. Between them, Helberg and Schwarzhelm were the two mightiest warriors of the Empire, unmatched by any other, and yet they so often worked alone, driven apart both by the endless demands of the Emperor and by the differences in their essential character. Peace treaty with the dwarves. Very interesting. I will take peace with the dwarves. I don't know how we ended up at war, and I didn't really want to go into the mountains and fight the dwarves, to be perfectly honest. Now we can focus on something else. Perhaps the broken nose, getting rid of them. Alright, the different, where was I? It was foolish, wasteful, unnecessary. Maybe that would have to be rectified. The two-level feud was becoming damaging. When this was over, a summit would have to be convened. Schwarzhelm, Helberg, and the Emperor would have to meet, thrash out some kind of accommodation. The bad blood would be drained from their triumvirate with a little imagination. The stakes were too high to let it continue festering. "Let's go," Helberg said, taking up the reins. There would be plenty of time for reflection when the two men met again. For now, the Reichsguard were clearly needed. Averheim had the look of a city that had drifted into anarchy. That could not be allowed to continue. Alright guys, I'm going to take a little break from the stream, and I am going to end the episode here. Oh, Sword of Pain has been claimed. We're just going to mop up a couple of rebellions, and I feel pretty confident that we're actually ready to finally move in some direction. I'm pretty sure we're going to be coming down here, get rid of the broken nose. However, I think it's just going to be kind of a lightning war, and I think we're just going to abandon this territory. I don't want to get spread all over the place. I like our position here, and I'm not keen on our position over here. I want to get rid of Manfred so that we can clear up this corruption, and then essentially I want to hold the south here, and then probably move south, fight the greenskins down here. That's sort of my plan. I don't want to move north and deal with chaos when they come. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, definitely I want to get rid of the broken nose. So come down here and deal with that. Though at the same time, maybe we'll hold on to this province. I doubt it. Probably just let it rebel. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Part 8 will be next. And if you're following along on the stream, I will be back here in a moment. So, see you guys then.